I just wanted to have a sit down and just talk about what was on my heart. And what's been on my heart lately is why I do what I do. I started homesteading because of my great grandma Dottie. She recently passed away. She was 100, and she's the reason why I got into self sufficiency. She lived through the tail end of the Spanish flu, the Great Depression, and the Dust Bowl at the same time, and oh goodness, World War II, the Korean War, all of that. And I specifically would ask her, what what did they do to survive? To survive, because homesteading wasn't homesteading, it was just called life, right? Just living, just trying to survive. And she would write letters to me, and I really wish I had. I'm going to try to track those down, the letters. That could be another series, Great Grandma Dottie's letters. And she would tell me how life was on the farm and during those times as a woman. And I just, it inspired me very, very much. But for me, my heart is all about just being prepared. I remember 7, 8 years ago, I told my husband, we need to keep an eye on the water, watch the water. And then I had a brother at the time who lived in Michigan, I think. And this was he wasn't in Flint, but the Flint, Michigan water situation was happening. And nowadays it's Mississippi, like the water that's going on. And I just had this feeling, keep an eye on the water. And then I started stocking up on water, but my husband and the boys would go through it so fast because I won't drink tap water. And I know that bottled water really isn't better. So last year I put together kind of our own like Berkey water filtration system. And I'm real proud of that. And we've been using it ever since. Although we do need more of the filters. We got to get more of the filters. But when we get that going, and we're also in a place where it rains a lot, so definitely want to start collecting our own rainwater and then filter it so we can drink that. So, but it's just the fact that however long ago was set on my heart to watch the water and to just prepare your own water system, it's now coming true. And I feel the same way about, oh goodness, 2 years ago I said there's going to be a food shortage. And now it's happening. So that gift of discernment that people have, you should listen to it. If you don't got it yourself, but if you hear someone saying the same thing over and over again, especially when it comes to food and water and our supply and everything like that, I think that we should listen to it. And I'm not trying to fearmonger. I refuse to live in fear. That's why I prepare. And I know people are scared, but that's one of the reasons why I decided to do this channel. What can I do today? What can I do today to take those baby steps? And it's okay to start little because let me tell you, you do not want to overwhelm yourself. You will. At the time, we were living in my parents' garage, and it was just not a good time for us to start homesteading anything. But we do have chickens. We got turkey right there. We got some chickens. So now that we have our own place, we have our meat birds, we have our egg layers, we're getting our water system set up, you know. We're It's the baby steps that in the long run make the big difference. I've been doing this for, oh goodness, starting with the small stuff, the real small stuff, like preserving foods, canning. Goodness, that's been my adult life. I'm I started talking to Grandma Dottie. She's my great grandma. She's been in my life my whole life, and now I'm in my mid-30s and on my own with it. Like, she gave me the wings, and now I'm flying. And now that she's been called home, um, she prepared me to do this, and I'm gonna cry. I'll try to insert a picture, but she inspired me so much. She was a good wife. She was a good mother, a good grandmother, good great grandmother, and she made it to 100. And she inspires me to be that type of woman. I know that nowadays women are saying no to marriage. They're saying no to having kids. They're really standing up for their rights, which is good, because even when my great grandma was a little girl, she didn't have the rights that we had today. So more power to them for that. But I want to be the type of woman she was, in the home, raising her kids, nobody else raising her kids. She was doing that. Being a good wife, a good faithful wife. And my great grandpa being a good faithful husband. And I understand that not everybody has those type of grandparents or great grandparents. Some people come from broken homes, and that's okay. But that family curse stops with it needs to stop at our generation. We cannot continue to pass on this trash. But I almost feel like she passed the baton to me, and I'm gonna do my best and pass them down to my children and my great grandchildren, my great great grandchildren. That'd be something to see. Me, my great great, and I'll tell them all about Great Grandma Dottie, and they can watch my videos. I don't know, watch my cringy YouTube videos. But that's what I aspire to be, to build my home up, and not be the type of woman that the Bible describes as a foolish woman who tears it down with her hands. I don't mean to get emotional. Just thinking and talk about my great grandma Dottie just brings me to tears, because she really was a fantastic woman. She really was. She was so beloved. Anyways, prepare your home. Prepare your hearts as well, and your soul. Prepare every aspect of you for just what's to come, good and bad. Because when you are prepared, things are more of an inconvenience, not an emergency. I believe I heard somebody say that before, and that's a real good analogy. So what can y'all do today? You go grocery shopping, get an extra can of green beans and put it away. If you can, get an extra carton of gallon of water and put it away. Do something, because I guarantee you that peace of mind is insurance. Let me tell you, that peace of mind right there is insurance. I hope y'all get inspired somehow, some way. Find inspiration to prepare for what's coming, and don't live in fear. I refuse to live in fear. Y'all shouldn't have to live in fear. Don't pay any mind to this fear mongering going on. Things are going to happen. It just depends on how we handle it. And I choose to handle it from way back there in time and everywhere in between. So thank y'all for joining me for this Saturday chat, the Sat Chat. And there's definitely going to be more of these, and there's going to be more talk about Great Grandma Dottie. So what can y'all do today? And if you can, do it.